I've heard if you get really bored, you've got no friends, you can't afford to go out drinking or start sniffing glue, yeah. It goes like this, he plays a riff, I sing some words and you get stiff as we present to you the morning news, yeah. Morning news, yeah. Morning news, yeah. Come on, Sam. Morning news, yeah. Morning news, yeah.
Isn't it the afternoon, though?
Piss off. First off, we have the real reason Karrion Kross lost to Jeff Hardy on Raw. Becky Lynch has got a new old look. And a wrestling journalist was escorted from this week's NXT taping. Stay tuned to find out more. So, it's something that upset a lot of people a few weeks ago.
Just a little bit.
Just a touch. Karrion Kross losing to Jeff Hardy on Raw in his main roster debut match, and then Jeff went and got COVID, so he was off. But the reports were that Karrion Kross was due to lose to Jeff again.
Yeah.
But we've got the reason why this is happening, and maybe we've jumped the gun a little bit on our outrage.
Right. Okay.
Just a touch.
As wrestling fans, are you sure?
I know. I was as shocked as you are, Sam. This is from Andrew Zarian once again saying Karrion Kross was supposed to lose again to Jeff Hardy in the rematch and then finally go berserk. I'm not 100% on this, but I was told the plan was that Karrion Kross keeps losing until Scarlett shows up, and that's going to bring him back on track because she is able to unleash the warrior, whatever they're calling him, the gladiator in him. When I spoke to somebody over there, they were like, yeah, I don't understand why people are freaking out on the internet. It's leading to something. Why don't people understand? We're telling a story. The match doesn't matter. The story matters. And I actually think that's a pretty fair point. And maybe we were. We want to know, though. You know what?
Yeah,
we've been burned so many times with NXT call-ups, getting absolutely battered, straight away ruined.
But now they play off our expectations, which is what they're doing. They're subverting our expectations, which is making us look like idiots. So, WWE, how dare you make us get upset about something that you wanted us to get upset about?
They're the idiots. They're the idiots. No, they ruined so many NXT superstars.
They jobbed out the champion. They buried him.
I like the idea. I genuinely do like the idea.
Yeah.
And it's really reassuring to hear that, at least according to this report, that they're not planning on breaking Karrion Kross and Scarlett up because they're gold together.
Yeah. I mean, as we've said many times before, they both just help, accentuate each other's best performances. They're just great. They work so well as a team.
They are. So I really like the idea. It'll be interesting to see if they get back to it when Jeff's back. Jeff's been away for a week and a bit now, so we might probably won't see him this Raw, maybe the next
over
one.
And over again.
Yeah, that's it.
Takes the NXT belt, never goes down to NXT.
Exactly. Karrion Kross gets sent to 205 Live or something. Coming up next, Becky Lynch has got a new old look. So this was. I don't want to say leaked, but people found it anyway. So she's been to the Audi hairstylist. It's where she gets her hair done right. And she's got the old red back. There's a picture of it there.
Yeah.
And they wrote, "She's back! Thank you." Bellum hair and gold Wellis for the win today on Becky Lynch WWE. I assume that's the stylist.
Yeah.
So, I mean, I don't want to talk about Becky Lynch's hair for too much.
But it kind of it could mean absolutely nothing. She just wanted to get her hair done, or it could mean maybe your return for TV is imminent.
She's looking TV ready.
Yeah.
Take from that picture what you will, but it's a lovely Barnet. She's looking great. She's you know what? I don't think she's ever looked better. She looks amazing.
Incredible shape and just the hype around her return. This is going to be awesome, man. It's going to be absolutely
I'm quite
awesome.
looking forward to it. I really am. Next up, Vince McMahon on the call yesterday, the investors call. He was asked whether or not he sees AEW as competition, and the caller also asked if it could be a rising tide lifts all boats situation. Vince rambled on for a bit, but here's what we can make of it. So he's basically taken the company.
Line from Vince here is brilliant.
It's certainly not a situation where rising tides, because that was when Ted Turner was coming after us with all of Time Warner's assets. That was a different situation. AEW is where they are. I really don't know what their plans are. All I know is what our plans are. I don't consider them competition in the way that I would consider WCW back in the day. Not anywhere near close to that. I'm not so sure what their investments are as far as their talent is concerned, but maybe we can give them some more. And then the call sort of went far. I've listened to this back, and some people are saying he's saying maybe we can give them some more talent.
Yeah.
So expect to see a few headlines floating about being like WWE, Vince McMahon takes shot at AEW. I'm not sure that's what he did, because he immediately then passed over to Nick Khan. So I actually think he was going, maybe we can give them some more info, Nick.
Yeah.
And he was passing over to Khan there. I don't know, but he's taken the company line that they're not competition. And certainly, like, at the moment, they're not.
The problem is WWE has such a long tenure as a company and such a long history.
They are wrestling to so many people.
They are. When you say wrestling, 90% of the time, somebody's immediately going to think of WWE. Yeah. So AEW has a lot to overcome in that front, but one day they will. And if AEW, is around 10, 15, 20 years, that's just going to help build that mystique around them, and it's only a matter of time until they have talent that is going to drag across a lot of viewers and is going to make people defect from one to the other. But then at the same time, we haven't had a high-profile defection from AEW to WWE yet, and that I think would indicate that they are fully competition with each other when things start going either way.
Like if they manage to get
like an MJF, if you're plucking a name out of the air, like somebody like that big, it'd be like, what? And then I think that would
that's
be
a really good point. Nick Khan then basically contradicted Vince, by the way.
Yeah.
He equated WWE to being in a horse race, and that they have blinders on, looking straight ahead and making sure that they stay in front of the pack. And then he reiterated that everything is competition. But actually what he's saying there is all television programming is competition to us, because
they need numbers. That's
it. They're not wrestling as well, they're entertainment. So there you go, everything is competition for WWE. But not AEW, the other wrestling show. Next up, a really interesting one here. Wrestling journalist being escorted from the NXT tapings this week. This was JJ Williamson of the Wrestling Observer, and he's put out a very, very lengthy series of tweets. So if you want to read all of it, you can go and check them out on his Twitter page, obviously. But we'll just read a select few of them. He said, "Last week I was singled out and removed from the TV taping due to my association with the Wrestling Observer. Security took a picture of my ID, had me delete the photos from my phone, and escorted me off the property. My time and devotion will no longer be given to their company going forward. It was never my intention to be a problem or cause any issues for the promotion. None of my tweets were on the hashtag yet. I was told that my social media was being monitored. A majority of those in attendance, including media representatives, were sharing results with no consequences." So this is pre-tapes, obviously.
Yeah.
So it looks like, I don't know, according to him, he wasn't doing anything wrong, but they knew he was from the Observer. They knew that I guess he would feed back or cover it in some way.
But at the same time, if he wasn't there, Dave always gets stuff fed to him anyway. He's got that email address where you just send the results. And
there's a few hundred people there, right? Yeah, the results are going to get out.
Yeah,
fans will get the results, right?
It's just one of those weird things where I guess more info may come out about this, but yeah, if this is somebody just kind of getting ousted for the outlet they work for, then we're getting into strange territory here.
Yeah, it's a weird one, especially like the deleting the photos from his phone. Do you think they're right to do that, or is that a police matter?
I don't know. I think if you give them the camera over here, I know if you get I think it's section 42, you get stop search, but they can.
He knows.
They can take your SD card, but they can't delete what's on it, and if they do, they've messed up.
Oh right, I didn't know that.
Yeah.
Anyway, we'll keep you updated on any potential developments there going forward. But yeah, really good. Yeah, a little bit worrying, some of that stuff. We are finishing off with potential major WWE network changes. Fans in the UK, this is awful.
No,
It's like an off. So currently here, still in the UK. Sorry if you're in North America. We still have the WWE network. If you cast your minds back, it's that thing with all the old content on it, and the player works, and you can rewind as well. You can skip back, which is a really handy feature in 2021. However, yesterday,
people don't want to go back. People want to keep moving forward.
Comcast, rather, announced that NBC, Universal and Sky are going to be making the Peacock streaming service available to Sky customers, not just in the UK, in fact, in Europe later this year. It will be across platforms like Sky Q, Now and Sky Ticket in the UK, Ireland, Germany, Austria, Switzerland and Italy.
If I've got to go back with Now TV to get the WWE, man.
If you got Sky
you're
bundled
gonna
right?
have to pay. Yeah, it'll be bundled into your Sky, I imagine. But you're going to have to pay for Peacock. But if it's through Now TV, are you going to have to pay for Now TV and Peacock?
No idea. I assume it would be an add-on.
Just leave us with the network.
Yeah, we
Stop
really
buddying up
like
with people.
it.
It's ridiculous.
It's really...
And you buddying back up to Sky? What happened to BT? More homes, eh? Oh, God. Just give us the network.
Yeah.
Give us the network.
Let's keep the network. I guess we'll have to find another way to watch wrestling. We'll see. We'll keep. They haven't actually announced that WWE is coming over.
I don't
to
think
the
it'll be an
Peacock
exclusive thing. If it's
it
over
might
here,
be. I thought it would go to
anyway.
BT, but I think looking at it, it's pretty likely given the success and the money that is brought in the States.
They've got a longer running relationship with Sky, and I've heard rumour that BT is kind of looking to downsize their sports division a bit, so WWE might get passed back to Sky. There can be a bit big fanfare there because obviously Sky has a long history with them, and it does make sense that on the new boxes, all the apps are just there, so you can just go down and get it and log in.
I've not had it in ages since playing Beehive Bedlam. Remember
Beehive Bedlam. Beehive Bedlam. Do you remember teletext games like Bamboozle?
Yeah, I remember Bamboozle.
Man. Oh, God, I miss Bamboozle so much.
I miss Bamboozle. And we've missed you. We've missed Sam and Adam.
You can get Beehive Bedlam on your phone, by the way. Do you know that?
There's a huge scoop for you. Why didn't we lead with that, Sam? Right, we're done. we might be back for one more, depending on what is around today. So we might see you again. Better get working on another song, I guess. See you in a bit.